When life knocks you down, and life will knock you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Welcome to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. In this video, I'm going to be doing a companion talk from my friend's video, Can You Budget Your Way Out of Poverty? And I've got a link to her video there. And one of the things that she did was she played different clips from different people that gave suggestions on how you budget your way out of poverty. And what I wanted to do was give a different spin on that, in that, can you get out of poverty when you're on a fixed income, such as Social Security, disability, or if you are on something like Section 8, where you are limited on how much money you can actually make. Can you get out of poverty? Let's get into it. If you're on SSDI or Section 8, it may seem impossible to get out of poverty, but I'm here to tell you that you can do it. Let's talk about my backstory. I came from being homeless. I had to fish for food when I first got out of the homeless shelter. I was in poverty. I owed back child support. I owed 3 months of back rent, and I was trying not to get evicted. Well, what did I do? Well, I cut my expenses as much as I possibly could. The last thing on my list was food, and I fished for food. But let's talk about 5 things that someone on a fixed income can do to get out of poverty, and whether or not budgeting will help with that. I am a clear example that poverty is not permanent. If I can get out of poverty, anybody can get out of poverty. So I'm going to look over here at my list of things to tell you that we're going to talk about in this video. So the things that we're going to cover are mindset, budgeting strategies that work, even with a low income, the importance of cutting expenses without cutting joy, side incomes that do not affect your benefits, how to build an emergency fund even with small amounts of money, and lastly, long-term steps that you can take to get out of poverty. Mindset matters. The first thing we have to do is acknowledge that we are in a low income situation and a fixed income situation, and you have to know that you can get out of poverty even with very small wins. It won't be mega millions because we're not trying to affect your benefits. Those things are critical, they're helpful, and we are not here to jeopardize your benefits. Let's talk about budgeting on a low income. Every dollar that you direct with purpose is a step towards your financial freedom. And what this means is that every dollar counts. You must track all of your expenses, your money coming in and your money going out. And you have to have a zero-based budget. And this means telling your money where to go at the beginning of the month instead of wondering where it all went at the end of the month. Have you ever heard that term, there's too much month at the end of my money? That's what I'm talking about here. I've lived it, I've been in it, and you don't have to be there if you simply track every penny coming in and every penny going out. How do you cut costs without depriving yourself? You look for lower cost insurance. You might look for a lower cost car that will not have high maintenance costs. Also, there are community resources such as food banks, such as soup kitchens. All of these resources are there to help you. One of the things that I do in my community is we hand out food to people who are homeless. So there are religious and semi-religious sources that can help you in your community. The last thing is to find entertainment that's nearly free. There are a lot of examples of free concerts at the park, low-cost picnics where you just raid your pantry and bring food from home to the park so that you can have an afternoon out. All of these things cut your expenses. And that's what you're trying to do so that you have just a little bit of money left over to build an emergency fund, which we'll get into a little bit later. Let's talk about how you can have a side income that will not jeopardize your benefits. And now I want to talk about a YouTube channel, Life with Sabrina. She is in housing in New York. However, what she does, and she does not jeopardize her housing, is that she walks dogs. And she makes a little bit of side income from YouTube. So all of these are micro online jobs or jobs that you can do like tutoring or pet sitting. You can do small jobs that will bring you a little bit of income that will not jeopardize your benefits. We do not want to jeopardize your benefits, but you can increase your income. For example, you can babysit other people's children while they go to work because you may be home with your children. All of these ways are ways that you can do just a little bit of income that will not jeopardize your benefits. Let's talk about a long-term strategy. While you can't control the size of your check today, you can control where every cent goes. And by this, what I mean is that you can save very small amounts into an emergency fund, which will help you in case something goes wrong, or let's just say your electric bill is higher in a given month. Well, you will have a small emergency fund. Even if you start with $5, you will have a small emergency fund for when you need these kinds of extra bits of money. Because I have seen people that have an emergency car repair and they have the $100 to help them still get to work even though they're waiting on their check to come in to get the car fixed. This emergency fund is not just for the emergency, it's to help you make it until the end of the month when you can get another check that will help you pay for the emergency expenses. So think long term, think I can save $5 a month, $2 a month. Whatever amount you can save, it will help. If you have any credit cards, you could put an extra $5 a month on that credit card bill so that you pay those credit cards and those debts off. The fewer debts you have, the better off your life will be as you can start to save a little bit of money to move you farther and farther away from poverty. My call to action in this video is to just start. Have the right mindset. Change your mindset into, I can get out of the situation that I'm in, and I will not jeopardize my benefits in having just a little bit of extra money in case of an emergency. I'm going to think long term. One, how can I build a side hustle that does not affect my benefits? For example, I know people, and maybe even some of my family members, that cannot have more than $2,000 in a bank account. They do not want to jeopardize that. But what you can do is have $500 in an emergency fund. That does not affect your $2,000 limit. So do not mess with your benefits, but do everything you can to pay off debt and build an emergency fund and have an ongoing side hustle that pays you every single month going into the future. You do not have to be rich to budget, but budgeting will keep you from being broke. Never let your past determine your future.